Ladies and gentlemen, we're back for episode 40 of the Swish Nomads, and today with me, I'll be having the first lady herself, Mrs. OG,
Hi.
and so
Still
sorry for
miss,
the back.
not Mrs. Still miss. Still
Sorry,
miss.
my
I'm
apologies.
working on the ring.
Apologies.
I'm working on the ring.
Yeah, I hope you get one. Uh,
Thank you.
Angola's finest, Pifak. How are you doing, Pifak?
I mean, me and your dog are doing fine. Me and your dog are doing. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. A lot to talk about. Episode 40. So yeah.
And Senegal's own king, who missed the last episode. I don't know why, but yeah, he's back, and we're happy to have him back with us. Jigo, ladies and gentlemen, how are you,
Thank
bro?
you, thank you, thank you so much, fam. I'm doing good, man. Just a little bit exhausted, but yeah, happy to be here, and very happy that we reached the 40 milestones, which is not an easy milestone to reach out. We recorded 40 episodes. That's something really big, and we're doing it for all of you guys, and I'm doing it especially for my fans. So I'm rocking with you guys.
And as your host, I'll be your host today, Jonathan. So it's not midnight here; it's 6 p.m. So it's good to have some daylight into this podcast. And for today, just so you know, we'll be heading to the hot topics uh, by OG. But before we listen to her, just show us some love because we do it for you people. We're present on Instagram, on X, on YouTube, on Facebook. You can and on X. If I don't know if I said it already, but yeah, two times is better than none. So follow us, give us a follow, give us your what you think of. Tell us what you think of the podcast because we still need to grow. We need your word to grow, and thanks again for all the love you show us. Uh, Miss OG, please, are you ready for your hot topics today?
I am ready.
So shoot.
Okay, so firstly, welcome to Hot Topics. And I'd like to start with a correction. So, this is Corrections Corner from myself. I said last week that, well, I did two mistakes for Al Ali. One, they were from Egypt. They're not, they're from Libya. And two, I got the score wrong. So, Al Ali, who played in the FIBA Intercontinental 2025 Cup in Singapore, defeated Flamengo 91 to 82 in the final and went on to be the first team from the BAL to get a medal in this competition. So, congratulations to them. And I also made another mistake where I said I believe that Phoenix Mercury had won the WNBA. Obviously, those of you who follow the WNBA will know that it's a series. So, they won the first of the semi-final games. So just to update you now, the Phoenix Mercury edged out the Minnesota Lynx in game 3, 84 to 76. And on the other side of the semifinals, the Las Vegas Aces beat the Indiana Fever 87 to 72 to take a 2-1 lead in their series. So we'll check back next week to let you know there is actually we're recording on Sunday, so there is a game that's happening tonight. Well, it'll be morning if you're in, or afternoon if you're in the States, but for me, it'll be tonight. So you can check out Cameroon's Monique in that game. Now, let's go to the actual hot topics. All right, so let's kick off with some tough news out of Serbia. Our good friend Devon Ike, the Nigerian forward who lit it up with Rivers Hoopers and ASC Vilderdekar, has suffered an season-ending Pantella. Did I say it right?
Patella. There's no
Oh
N
my gosh.
in
Oh my
patella.
gosh.
There's no L in colloquial.
The joke is I tried to practice this. Patella tendon tear in the preseason with his new club. It's a blow, and hopefully we'll see him return for the BAL in 2025. So we wish him a speedy recovery, and we love you, Devon. And we're all rooting for you, especially me. Moving on, let's lift the energy because Chase Adams is back in Africa. The flashy guard has signed with the Kenyan champions and will be suiting up for the road to BAL qualifiers. Rumor has it that he might also be playing in the Elite 16 as it might be in Nairobi this year. And speaking of the road to BAL, another rumor has it that one of the hosts will be Dar es Salaam, which is in Tanzania from the 15th to the 19th of October. And we will see teams from Tanzania, Burundi, Uganda, and possibly Gambia. Meanwhile, we can move over to the WBLA, which is going to have qualifiers. So this will be the first time FIBA Africa will cover the qualifiers. So right now, it's looking like Zone 5, which is Group D, will play in Kampala with approximately 6 teams, including the JKL Dolphins, APR, and KPA. And then in Group E, they will play, that's Zone 6, they will play in a place I cannot say. Windhoek? Let's go with that.
Namibia.
Windh. Is that Namibia?
It's in Namibia, yes.
Okay,
Me
see this.
too.
Okay, this is why you have teammates who are not afraid to come in and tell you when you're saying something wrong. That's what I respect. They're
No, it's
gonna be
not
with.
wrong. It's your way. It's
It's
just
just
your
yeah,
way.
it's
It's not
great.
wrong.
I
Yeah.
love that. This is why I love
Yeah.
you people. It's gonna be Unam Phoenix, UZ Sparks, and an Angolan team as well. So we look forward to see them with the finals being played in Cairo this December even. And moving over to Rwanda, big coaching news as Sheikh Sarr has stepped down from the national team as head coach with mutual consent from FEWABA, who are the Federation of Rwanda. So after 4 years and some disappointing Afrobasket campaigns for both the men and women's teams, it looks like Rwanda is going to hit reset, and it's a big moment for Fewaba. And a massive thanks to Coach Sarr because he is one of the nicest coaches I've ever met. He's very knowledgeable. And as Jonathan was telling us, he's written several books. So you might want to get them. A little more news in Zone 4, the spotlight is on Nu Kumatuto. At just 18 and already signed with Asvel. You say that Asvel in France, yes? ASV Asvel.
Yeah, yeah. Asvel Villeurbanne, yeah. Villeurbanne, yeah.
Yes, in France. That's one of Europe's top clubs for those of you that don't know. And it's a massive step up for Congolese basketball. So, congratulations to No Kuma Tuto. Back in Cameroon, the men's team are officially not thinking about, they're officially gearing up for the 2026 well, it will be 2025 World Cup qualifiers, but it's for the next World Cup. That's going to be played in November. So they've got a mix of fresh talent plus some talent that we've already seen. So it's interesting to see them getting their practice in. And finally, major leadership change in Tunisia after nearly 20 years. Sofiane Jabiri is now heading the federation. So it's a new direction, new energy, and maybe a new era for Tunisian basketball. And that is it for Hot Topics. Hopefully, I made no mistakes in that one. And I'll be back next week with some more.
Thank you, OG. It was nice. Looks like you've been doing much of your homework the past week. I
Mhm.
get that feeling. And so right now we're heading to the question of a week. If I'm not wrong, yeah, it's the question of a week. And last week, sorry, we I was asking. So from what we've seen from the under 16s, it's a two-part question. So first question is why do we need more teams coming up? So as we have more disputed qualifiers. And the second part of this question is, and how can every country level up to have these more disputed qualifiers that we yearn to see in the under 16? The floor is yours. We'll start with Jigo. I don't know why. I just wanted to start with Jigo.
Yo, why do you want it to start from me, man? So yeah, first of all, thank you so much. Thank you for handing me the mic. Before even jumping into the question of the week, I really wanted to shout out Coach Chersa and then to kind of highlight and showcase the incredible work that he did for the Rwandan Federation. You know, he did something really big out there, and you know, sometimes as a coach, you tend to realize that you picked at your job. You did whatever you could do to raise the level of the Rwandan basketball over there in a 4 year span, getting into the W, being fourth in the women's Afrobasket, and then having Rwanda in now one of the top leagues in Africa, and then the Rwandan team has one of the teams to watch for the upcoming future. So it just shows how Shekhsar did an unbelievable and remarkable job out there. And yeah, shout out for him for shout out to him for that. And for the question, like what we've seen to the under 16 qualifiers, just shows that there is a blueprint that you need to that all the federation and all the teams country need to follow and need to see for them to get exposure, for them to market whatever they're working on in their countries, whatever they're working on into their federations and stuff. For example, let's just see the impact that the U16 had in basketball for the team that won, for example, Cote d'Ivoire, and for the men's, and then being second in the women's. All the investment that are being given to the kids and the players by the government, by the federation, it just shows that you're investing in your senior level. You're investing in your talent, in your local talent, and it is very important. So the thing is, I feel like the U16 need to be more and more organized. We need to have more and more team being qualified and then to play into the zone qualifiers, because let's think about it. You have top countries, top big countries, I mean, quote unquote, that play in an Afro basket and are really top dogs even in men's and women's side, but do not even have a youth program that is respectable enough. Now I'm quoting my country directly. We didn't even play in the qualifiers. A country like Senegal, come on, guys, what we doing? So you have all of those type of country. We have a one zone qualifiers happening, but you have only two or three teams showing up. Unfortunately, Gambia wanted to show up, but some accident happened on their way to Guinea. To Guinea, I don't know if it was Guinea-Bissau or Conakry. So some unfortunate event happened to them. But we cannot now see change. We've seen teams like Sierra Leone, we see teams like Tanzania having youth program and sending out kids to play into the global stage, which is really important for me. And what's the benefit of it? It's give your team exposure. It gives the player exposure. It's rise up the level of your players, and you investing in the youth program, and after that the reward will be seen and then much shown in the global community, in the global audience, and even in the senior level. So yeah, I feel like more and more teams should be participating into the qualifiers for the U16.
Thank you, Jigo, for that much insight. Uh, OG, what do you think of the question? Why do we need uh, more teams coming up, and how can we have more teams coming up? This is the big question for me.
I think the answer is obvious when we talk about why, because the more youth teams that come up, the more opportunities that are given to young people. And also, it's a chance for those young people to become adults and have professional careers. My dispute is that whether we should have them or not, because I think we can all agree there are some national teams who are not very good at not just playing the game, but also at organizing themselves. So then, if you then give them the burden of organizing a youth team, if they can't do it well with the adults team, I imagine how badly they're going to do it with the youth team. And so that's where I'm kind of like, as much as we say we should have, let's say every country should have their own youth team, I don't know if every country could do that and do it well enough to actually not mess up the futures of those young people and potentially their futures to be um, players as adults. in terms of how you would do it, it's a willingness. It has to be a willingness from government and a willingness from that federation to invest in youth sport. I think youth sport isn't just, okay, let's show up at an Afro basket. Youth sport is, of the primary schools you have in your country, how many of them do basic basketball skills after school or at lunchtime or before school? How many of those schools have basketballs or have a park near them or a court near them where kids can go and just play basketball by themselves? How many secondary schools have secondary school teams, and how many of them compete against each other? How many school leagues do you have? How many? And this again is obviously different countries have different education structures, but whether you have a college or a university, how many of those leagues do you have? And is there progression? And then from university, what happens to that young person? Let's say they get MVP. Where do they go next? This is what we mean when we say a youth program. It isn't just, oh, we brought our team to Afrobasket. Like that, that doesn't mean anything. That just means you paid for a plane and some uniforms. The fact is, when they go back, what are they going back to? Are they going back to organized sports? Is there a level of progression? And I think until we can answer that, I don't think we should have more teams playing youth sports, which sounds really harsh when you say that out loud.
That's an interesting, very, very interesting insight. And I kind of agree with you because as long as you don't have some order into your structures, you can't just play with kids' future. And P Funk, what's your take on this, please?
I mean, I'm gonna part with OG because first of all, like I was butchered in Angola because for my other life, in my other life as a basketball agent, I was accused of not allowing kids to participate in U18 Afrobasket, for example, uh, and then it was exactly because of something that Carter said. All right, my country is in a senior level. We do have a nice league. The league is okay. You know, you can make a living. I mean, some teams you can make a living playing basketball, and yeah. However, however, U18 and U16, that's not the case. That's not the case because, and I will tell you something. Angola is we got 18 provinces, and then I think now there's 22. Or I don't know. They changed something, whatever. But the main focus is they only play basketball in like three provinces. You know, if Luanda, obviously, the capital. Then we got Benguela. Listen, one of the venues for the Afro Basket in Namib, there's not a there's not a single team that plays in the Angolan championship. There's no teams. Benguela it was always like Benguela. They had a team. They had a couple of teams, two teams in Benguela. So right now, I think we have like three teams in men's basketball. Uh, senior level, and then in three provinces, and then we got I think three in women's. And my reasoning for not letting these kids either leave the states to go and participate in AfroBasket U18 in that case, and some kids that were pre-selected, for the they were still in the run to the final 12, but they they got themselves a scholarship to go to the states, and they could go and play AAU in the summer. And I told them, listen, Afro U18 Afro Basket is in beginning of September, ends mid September. So you're gonna wait till mid September, come back to Angola, start the visa process. Let's say September 20th, you start, wait for an appointment, get accepted or not, and then fly to the States. So you basically miss a month of school, games, getting your name out there in order for you to go and accomplish the next step, which is the goal is not to play high school basketball in the States. The goal is to go and play college basketball, get a college scholarship, and then go to the pros. U16 is a little bit different. U16 is a little bit different, but what Carlos said is true. Like if they can't handle, all of a sudden there's no money to go to the actual AfroBasket. So where's he going to take out the money to go to the qualifiers? And then how?
Mm.
Listen, I can't talk about other countries. My country, how do they dictate okay? There's a provincial. Each province, the ones that do have basketball, they play like inner championship, provincial championship, and with the ones with the most teams are obviously the capital Luanda, right? Then they go. It's called national. They have a national
Mm.
championship. It's a 2 week tournament, 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks. And
Oh,
then
crazy.
the Luanda team go there, beat the teams by 20, by 50, 100 points. There was 100 point difference, And then
Can
it's
I ask
over.
a question?
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
How far is, and I'm just trying to understand like scales, what, because National League in the UK, I played that from like 16. So we would travel up to like Manchester, Birmingham by coach. We're talking places that take maybe 4, 5 hours to get there. Is it further to travel to these different places? And maybe that's the reason why they want to do the league in like a 2 week instead of like a full year.
They can't do a full year because it's logistics. How are you going to go? Going to Luanda, Luanda's super expensive. So you're going to go get a hotel. These kids need to be there. You got to feed like 20 kids, the delegation. And then there's a bunch of teams in Luanda, right? So you're going to go and play a couple of teams and then go back home and then go back.
So can you go to Luanda and back in a day or no?
I mean, depends on where you're from. Like yeah, the roads are
Okay.
terrible. You can fly if your team can afford, if your club can afford, you can fly. But the only thing is that the federation helps out on the like it gives
Mm.
them a monthly budget, but it's not enough. On the senior level, it's not enough on the senior level, let alone on the youth
Let
level.
alone the
But
youth level.
yeah, but my question is, how do you pick if you a great player in this little small team in your province, right? The Luanda team goes there, Petro goes there, beats you by 100. Even if you score like 15 points, 15 points, they
Mm.
they beat you like 120 to 30, whatever. You know, you score 15. What are the odds of the youth level national team coach going to take a kid from that team to go
Mm.
to go and play, go to the national team?
It's
You
true.
know, so
It only works
nowadays,
if the resources are spread equally.
true, and they're never going to be spread equally. And then there's another thing: there's no footage. If there was an inside,
Mm.
like say in Benguela, the Benguela teams, like 5, 6 teams, play their own championship with footage, so the national team coach can watch them, whatever. Because
Mm.
otherwise, they stuck there. They're kids in province. They don't even play basketball. They play like they play pickup. They contact me. Oh, I want to find a team in Rwanda. How am I mean, there's a bunch of kids in Rwanda without teams too. I'm not going to tell you
Yeah.
come go to Rwanda, and then I mean, there's I don't know. It's above my pay grade. But like I'm just saying, like what you said, like do we need more teams coming up? Yeah, hypothetically, eventually,
Mm.
yeah, but we need to get our affairs in order first, like and then look for that goal, because right now it's impossible. It's impossible. When you have senior level teams like 2 days before the AfroBasket saying, I don't know if we're going to participate because we don't have money. How are you gonna put kids? And then is what Carlos said. After that, you the MVP of the U16, whatever. You go back home to what? I
Mm.
mean, we just saw, that, I mean, I'm talking about the kids that I know, the Angolan kids. They're back home. I mean, a couple of them, did some. They did a little bit of. They didn't win. Okay, if you win, you go to the World Cup. So your visibility, all of a
Mm.
sudden, is like
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
and then if you don't,
If you
if you
don't,
play,
yeah.
yeah, so like when you
Nobody
mentioned,
knows who you are if you
no,
don't.
and then how can every other country level up? It boils down to money.
Can I also, I hate to admit it, but one thing I think Americans do have or have done very well is managed that high school, or I guess they call it high school, I would call it secondary school, college, university, sports relationship. So in the UK, you play at secondary school and then you go and you play for your secondary school and then you play for your, let's say, county, right, as like once in a while. Then when you go to college, that's when it becomes like super competitive, because from college you can get a scholarship to
True.
Okay.
university. But college is only 2 years for us. So if you're playing, you are playing college. So for basketball, I played college basketball and I played National League, two different teams.
Okay.
And I had training like 3 times a week. Plus, I also played netball and volleyball. So I was training perpetually or constantly training or playing games. But the fact was, there was organized sports in which you know where you're going, you know who you're playing, and whether you're playing college or your college was like within London, right? So you're playing the other colleges that are driving distance. National League is the whole country. So
Mm.
we are traveling to play in different teams every other week, because obviously it's logistics. Like you said, you have to
Yeah.
manage that, and every team is playing everybody else. In that, you have scouts, you have people taking video, you have photos being put on the website, and so on and so forth. In America, it's such a machine that you can play, for example, in Florida, you'll play within Florida, right? Sorry, within, let's say, Orange County, you'll play within there. Then the wider area, then you go wider again, and then you've got state, and then you've got, well, state is national, I guess, because if you're
Yeah.
playing for Florida, then you're playing national. So if America can do that, I guess my question is, why are we struggling with the logistics to do? Because I don't think there's a country in Africa that's bigger than the United States. So if they can get it within one state, why are we struggling in one country to be able to set up a system that runs from, let's take out primary school, just say from the time a child turns 15, 16 years old and they're playing basketball, they are in organized basketball week in,
True.
week out during the school season, or during term time. And then from there, like you said, coaches should be able to see where the best kids are, because they're playing week in, week out in an organized league, in an organized tournament. I don't understand why we don't have that.
Can I tell you why? And then it will be the. I'm yesterday a couple of my players were these are tournaments all over the country, tournaments. And then there's a tournament called it's called Hoop Exposure. Yeah. And then you go to Florida. There's like 50 teams over there. And you go to Philadelphia. There's like another 50 high schools. You go, listen, I'm looking at the school, the today, only today. There's only like today's events. Uh, Fourth annual Girls Fall Classic. Adidas Battle the Bird. A lawyer battle. This is Tomball, Texas. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Roy Ford, Pennsylvania. Cypress, Texas. Woodlands, Texas. There's all these events happening today,
Mm.
the weekend. And then there's a participation fee, you know. And then I was watching yesterday. There's a guy called, I don't know if you remember Carlos Boozer. Remember Carlos Boozer?
Yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Carlos Boozer had two kids, two twins. They're like it's Caden and Cameron. They went to Duke. They used to play for this team called Columbus High, and Columbus High played yesterday against they're the national high school champions. Crazy team, coached by Coach Milo. I was watching them play yesterday, and they were playing against one of my players. And then just the intensity of knowing that you're playing against the national championship. If you do good, your life will change. He
Mm.
killed it. He killed it. Like after the game, like. But I'm just saying, like it's an opportunity. Next week is going to play another good team. The week after is going to play
Mm.
another. They play 70 games.
Which to be fair, I think that's where I don't agree with the American system,
Yeah,
because
that's a
they are
lot.
kids. It's too many games.
It's so
It's
many games.
actually
That's a
way.
lot.
If I think about my school, like just playing national team, it was every other week. So then obviously we don't play during Christmas, we don't play during Easter, we don't play during the summer. So you're only playing essentially during term time, because you still have to study. Like the main point of you, like being
Yeah.
eligible, is that you're school age, so you're
True.
playing to make sure that you get a good scholarship to go to a good university, or that you're not lacking in your grades. And then the second, also you're playing college as well. So in college we may have training twice a week, but you can't come to training if you haven't
Your
submitted your
grades.
coursework.
Yeah.
You,
Okay. Okay.
exactly, you can get cut from your team because you're not there to play sport. The sport is, we call it enrichment. The sport is like an added bonus. We're giving you an additional thing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
part of this sport. But in America, it's almost the other way around, that like the education part isn't the
Comes
important part.
second.
Yeah. And then
It
you're telling me a
depends.
kid is playing 70 games.
Except
Come on.
no, but let me just say something. If you're in a regular high school, you're a regular student, oh, go for it. Like you have your GPA 4.0, this and that, whatever. But then if you're in one of those sports academies that you're a student athlete, you're not a student only. You're a student athlete. So your whole schedule is focused. Okay, you have to wake up in the morning, you have like a 5 o'clock workout. You have a 5 a.m. workout. You work out for 2 hours, go home, take a shower, eat breakfast, go to class. After class, eat lunch with a team, go get individual work, then go have study hall, then come back and get some shots up and then play. So your day is not it's not basketball or school. It's basketball and school, or
Can I
volleyball
ask you a
and school.
question?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that that structure is conducive to to African culture?
It better be, because if you go
No,
and
no, 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 no. It's not about it better be. Do you believe that that structure is conducive to? Let's be very clear. All four of us were raised in African households, regardless of where they were in the world.
yeah, yeah.
We were all raised by Africans. Tell me now, if you went to tell your mother and your father that you're going to be a student athlete and basketball is first and academics is second, how long do you think you will be a student athlete in that house?
It's true. But it depends
Okay.
on something.
30 minutes.
Some Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got to okay. Okay.
No, no,
Just
no, no.
to answer your question.
I, I'm saying that I would have lasted 30 minutes as a student athlete
Exactly.
in that
In your
household.
house. If you want to live in
Yeah.
that house, you will pick up your books. That's what it. And here's my thing. I believe that the beard is correct in posing the question. I believe Jigger is correct in saying we need to have more. My issue is we need to come up with a culture that works in line with our African culture. We've seen the model of the US, we've seen the model of the UK, you've seen the model of Europe, Asia, Australia. Okay, that's great. But our ethics, our moral compass, our culture, our faith is very different in African households than all of these other cultures we're talking about. So to me, we need to think of a system that, yes, builds up the next generation in a cohesive way, but also is
Yeah.
in line with our culture, not us taking from somebody else.
Yeah, but then we're gonna be dancing all day.
No, it's not done. Stop it.
You're gonna
But
be
Stop
hey,
there
it.
dancing.
but I have a question. Didn't Mali have some sort of a school system that introduced
Yes.
kids to basketball? I think I heard Jonathan say it in one episode. Or they have all the system throughout
Mhm.
basketball where kids play and then they play in some games in their schools, and that's where they have some major tournaments throughout the schools.
I would agree that Mali is probably the best. I'd say Mali and Egypt probably have the best examples. Jonathan, correct me if I'm wrong, of schooling systems that
Yeah,
introduce kids into the game and have them have a clear path of how you succeed and how you move forward.
yeah,
Mali and Egypt are the best examples of that. If other countries can copy that structure, and in some cases, you can argue other countries have those structures just with different sports. For
mm,
example, South Africa and rugby, they have an amazing structure and you can see it. Morocco now with football, they have a better structure and you can see it. So it goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. It's the willingness of the country, or sorry, the government and the willingness of the federation to put it in place. Because you can create a system that works for you that doesn't have to mirror the American system. But
true.
it works because in Egypt, best believe they stop for prayer. Yes or no?
Yep,
Okay. And don't tell me that the basketball is more important than the education. It's not. They
absolutely not.
found a way to make it work. I'm just saying, if we're going to do that, we need to be willing to create our own systems, not borrow from other people.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
But NBA
Exactly,
Academy,
exactly.
go check what they study. They study dribble and dunks. That's it. They
Sometimes
major.
English, sometimes English and
Sometimes,
Spanish.
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes the English and stop it. I thought that the
Please.
NBA academies were closing. I feel like that was the news that we were hearing that they were
that's what I
closing all of
heard.
the
That's what I
academies.
heard.
Yeah, but they're
No,
still
they.
having their activities
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
ongoing.
yeah.
Even the BL
Why?
tryout was in the academy.
Why closing?
Because from my well,
I
everybody
heard,
knows money
I
is
heard
tight
sticky
in the
fingers.
NBA.
No, no, not
Oh
only
yeah.
that. I heard
Oh
some
no.
sticky fingers situations.
Well, across all of the academies, because they're
No,
closing
the
all of them.
African
It's not
ones.
just the Africa ones.
No, Latin
No, no, no.
America.
I
Well,
heard
yeah, all of
no,
them.
but
Okay.
that's where I heard all of them were close. They were like winding them all down. Europe,
Oh,
Asia, Africa,
okay.
and
I heard.
um to find a better system is what they were saying. But I didn't know it was to do with sticky fingers. I just thought it was like a lack of funds because they've been losing money year on year for the last 5 years in terms of the NBA and revenue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if they sell a kid to college, they get NIL, they
Not
can
sell a
recoup.
kid.
They do sell kids. Come on. I mean, what do you think?
Wow, Pedro, you harsh for that one.
This is a
Yeah,
Okay,
debate
sell
for
sell
is
another
sell
kids.
is a
episode.
strong word. That's a
Okay,
strong word.
let me just tell you
Sorry,
A
this.
sorry,
debate for
host.
another.
Sorry, host.
This is a
They
debate for
don't
another
sell,
episode.
they procure. Procure.
No, not procure.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, yeah, that's actually a very interesting point Pifang raised here. But let's keep it for next episode. I mean, it's quite interesting to hear your point of view on this one, Pifang. And now we're gonna head to the hidden hoops. And today we're going to the north of Africa, and we're gonna meet Algeria with OG presenting us the past of his country.
okay, hold on to your hats, folks. This is Algeria. So, basketball in Algeria took root during the French colonial rule. So, unlike our other ones that we talked about, it wasn't nuns coming. This time it was down to colonialism. Yay. So they first organized games from the 1940s. After independence in 1962, the sport quickly gained popularity, leading Algeria to join FIBA in 1963. From there, the game spread across schools, university, and military teams specifically, becoming one of the country's most played sports behind football. By the 1990s and early 2000s, Algeria was a regular contender at Afrobasket, with their best performance coming in 2005, where they finished fourth, so almost getting a medal. On the club level, GS Petroleers has dominated representing Algeria in continual tournaments and building a strong basketball identity as a club. But there are other teams that are now coming up. The women's game has seen a slower growth as it was introduced to girls much later than it was to boys, and has shown signs of life through 3x3 competitions. But at the beginning of Algeria's basketball history, girls and women did not feature so much in the game.
Mm.
And that's the history of Algerian basketball.
Thank you, Oji, for this insight on Algeria. Now it's Jigo's turn to introduce us to Algeria's present. What have you found on Algeria, Jigo?
What I found in Algeria, it's 3x3 is a big thing over there. We saw them. That crazy highlight that player pull out against Mongolia, that was nasty. So yeah, we saw that 3x3 on Algeria is becoming something, as in they are making some big progress and then winning medals here in the continental levels, and then representing Africa in the world level. So that is something really big on the national team. But in the league and the Algerian league, we're not seeing a lot of growth over there. Even though they're picking talents from other countries. Some I can name some talents that was here in Senegal that made it up, ending up playing in Algeria. So they're trying to get foreign players to level up the games, to level up the level of the championship of the Division 1 league in the country. But it's a slow path, but it's taking progress, right? And on the national teams, like 5-on-5 basketball, we're not seeing a lot from Algeria. So we hope that to when they will have some bigger talent, and then those three extra success translated to the actual 5-on-5 game. So yeah. And also, something that I wanted to add is there was a camp organized by FIBA, the FIBA Youth Camp, that was also organized in Algeria, which is something really big that brought exposure to the country and for the federations as well. So some actions are now taken by the federation, and we hope to have that same that will they will continue to have that same energy, and then to raise up the level of their basketball out there.
Thank
So
you,
yeah.
Jigo. PFAC, what about their future? How does it look for Algeria?
I mean, compared to the Maghreb neighbors, I think they're the ones that are doing the least in terms of because you see Egypt, you see Morocco, even Tunisia, obviously, So Algeria is kind of like, what are we doing? So I was able to. I'm okay. I don't focus only on the rankings, but you see a big difference between the senior level men and women compared to the boys and girls. Boys and girls, they ranked ninth in girls basketball on a continental level. They ranked eighth in boys on the girls ninth, boys eighth, right? But then you look at the men's level, at the senior level. It's they ranked 23rd
Hmm.
in men's,
Mm,
23rd in men, and they outed the top 20 in women. So
Hmm.
it's just okay. That way, be like, listen, the future is better. It's promising. You know, it's promising because they ranked higher. They probably have a. There's another thing is I don't know if basketball is as in terms of like Jigo said, the
mm,
domestic league. I remember Algeria being some people in Angola like, oh, I can play in Algeria league, whatever. But now, no one heard it. No one. To me, it's an unknown. I don't. There's
Hmm.
yeah.
not enough exposure.
Information.
You
Exposure.
know, there's not enough exposure. They kept it compared to like Egypt, compared to Tunisia, compared to
Mm.
Morocco. So I think they should do something about it. Something because they're not gonna. You can't use yeah, it's a Muslim country, whatever. The other ones are too. You can't use
Hmm.
girls don't play because of this. The other ones are go to Tunisia. You see, go to Morocco, so go to Egypt. So I would say the future is promising compared to the past and no compared to the present. But
Mm.
Yeah.
I would need more information to be able to like put some numbers in there. Like they got X amount of players and playing because the other, let's say Tunisia, in Morocco, they play in France. Whatever. I don't know where the international Algerian people players play. No one, there's not
Mm,
enough
Mm.
information. I did my research. It's like, okay, D1, there's D1 or whatever, but still. So I would say these kids, these boys and girls are the future of Algerian basketball, and they better they got it, they better have the backing from their federation in order to,
true.
yeah, to make it big. They have the resources. I just hope they have the willpower to do it.
Exactly. Just to close the subject, I remember back in 2017 they had one player, one standout player from who led Algeria to the under 16s Apple basket, and I kept on following the guy, to see what he was becoming. Mm, Last year, I think he was part of the. With time, he took up the French nationality, French passport. He abandoned his
Oh,
Algerian passport, sports passport,
Mm.
and he went on to play for France B team. He could have been one of the players to make it to the Olympics, but
yeah.
for reasons he didn't make it. Whatever happened,
Mm.
but still, this guy is still a standard player. I mean, Algeria lost. Algeria loses its players with time because I don't know
Mm.
why they can't keep them guys uh, active or something. At some point, I think they won the 3x3 African Cup or Nations Cup. I'm not sure which one. But
Yeah, they won gold medal
when you look back,
in
where are these players
2023.
now? Exactly. Where are
Mm.
these players now? They're not here anymore. You just don't know if they're still in the circuit, if they're still active, if they change countries, they move to France or that. So the
Yeah,
issue I think with
true.
Algeria is they don't know how to retain their talents, and this is
But
the very main issue at this point.
true.
In 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 my honest
Yeah.
Mm.
opinion. So
But
with
yeah, the thing
Algeria
is,
then,
like,
should
aren't they? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
no
cut
no
you off.
come
But
on come on.
aren't they losing talent? Aren't they losing talent to France, for example? You know that
I mean, but doesn't every former French colony lose talent to France? Isn't that the point?
that's what that's the thing.
I just want you to know
Well,
GP is not taking anybody's talent. Okay, we're not taking anybody's talent. But
All right.
France, they really
For
be taking your
example,
oh
people.
like
Yes, you are. You
probably
listen. I know
some of
one
the
guy named
best,
Milo.
some of,
He played for
Yeah,
Germany
yeah, I know. Okay, yeah,
U19.
fine.
yeah.
Now he plays for Great Britain. But the
uh,
thing is, Great Britain plays
Yeah,
in
but we took a
Eurobasket Division
German.
B.
We didn't take an African. We took a
He's
yeah,
German.
African. He's
I
black
can
too. Like yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I
but he
can
was basically German. It's
wait
fine.
wait
yeah.
Yeah, look at
wait.
Evan Fournier, for example. He has Algerian roots, and then there are so many kids
Wait,
in the
Evan
France. Like,
Fournier has Algerian
Yeah,
roots.
yeah,
yeah.
I did not know that. Huh.
yeah. So you have a lot of players that are playing in France, and
Isn't
Algeria
Nadidi
and
Fee? Isn't
Marseille
Nadidi
is just
Fee?
nearby.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't Nadidi
exactly.
Fee
Algeria,
also?
That's a yeah. He declared for the draft last year or 2 years
yeah,
before. He
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
make it. But Nadir is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wonderful
Nadidi Fee.
player. I love this guy.
Amazing,
But
amazing. Yeah,
mhm,
the Prince of
mhm.
Paris. That's what they call him.
I have a question, but was he born in France?
Most of them are. Yeah.
So I
I
think that's
think
a different thing though. Because it's like what the president said. If they were born and raised in France, they're French. I think my issue is more if someone's born in another country and then you offer them papers to change their nationality, that's
Tony
what I have a
Parker.
problem
Tony Parker was born in Belgium from an American dad, a Swedish mom, and he played for
with.
France.
I mean, that's different though. They can take from Europe. I don't mind. They can keep taking from each other's people. Don't take my people. We need our people.
give us back our
True.
people.
Yeah, they can swap
So
between
many.
themselves. That's cool.
We're losing on the Olympic medals because of that.
That yeah.
Uh,
I think we just need to make a super team. I think we just need to have like one team called like Africa United, like Avengers or something. And then we pick the best like players from all the different countries to make the 12. There's no way you're telling me we're not beating USA. Come on,
let's
think
invest in
about it.
South Sudan, man. South Sudan almost beat USA. So
Yes, that's true.
Almost,
That's true.
almost.
when they brought the top
Almost.
dogs, not
Almost.
that, not that
Uh-uh.
that team that they brought for AfroBasket. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, the only thing that was missing from that team was Carlick Jones.
Nah,
Everything else
more.
was
No,
pretty much the
No,
same.
no.
they
Carly
have four
Jones,
players:
And
JT
who?
Thor,
Kaman Malwaj, JT Thor.
Yeah, but
JT Thor,
okay, but
and
Malawach
Carly
was a
Jones is
baby.
an MVP.
All right, all right, all right. I'm just
Like,
saying.
and they try to replace him with some other Americans, but that's not named
Not
Carly Jones.
Americans, they're South Sudanese by heritage, guys. Come on,
Alright.
respect them.
Yeah.
Mad love and respect for South Sudan.
You're way smart. Oh, the beard. I'm ready for the next section before these guys get us
So,
cancelled by South Sudan.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Mhm.
Because
What's next? Oh, it's the quiz.
so
Quiz.
you people, yeah,
Oh,
you
there's a
people.
quiz. Oh, I feel.
Oh, do you know what's great is I can't come last because Jigo's here.
I wouldn't even put a lot of word on that quiz either. It's Sunday, guys. Come on.
It's time to play the
So
Swish
win or lose, I'm
quiz.
just happy to be here. Yeah. Now I'm just happy to
Are
be
you?
here, guys.
Yeah, all the losers see that.
Let me go grab a piece of paper because I don't have one.
Please go.
You're never prepared, Jigo.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
prepared. My papers are
And
always ready. They're always on
turn on
standby.
Chat GPT. Come on, let's go.
Ah, no.
No,
These
no, no,
days,
no,
let's
no.
go.
Jigo doesn't cheat.
He
I
wants to
hope.
win bad.
Oh man. At least when I cheat, I tell you guys I'm cheating. The problem is I cheat, it still doesn't help me. I still spell the names wrong, get the countries wrong. It's ridiculous. Jonathan, I'm really hoping that you've chosen questions that I can win. Okay. I'm just really hoping.
It's
Yo,
50 bucks.
crazy. Imagine
Robin.
cheating and still losing, man.
You know, yeah.
God didn't make me a cheater. That's the problem.
Are you ready now, people?
The
All right,
thing
I'm
with
ready.
ChatGPT, he lies a lot. I'll
Chat
tell you that, guys.
GPT does it's not that it lies, it doesn't know what it's talking about.
That's the thing.
So,
So
Chat
yeah.
GPT is that friend that doesn't want to tell you they don't know the answer. So they just give you
Mm.
any answer.
And then if you don't double check, you.
Hmm.
So yeah, the
question
bird,
number
floor is
one.
yours.
Question
I
number
bet.
one.
Question
Okay.
number one. So we're back to 2021. Okay, it's the
Okay.
BAL
Afrobasket.
in no, it's the BAL in Kigali.
Oh
Okay.
damn.
Okay,
You go
uh,
specialist subject.
a shout out to my men, to my boys in Madagascar. So, which team represented Madagascar in the BAL 2021 season?
What? No, I
I
don't
know
have
the
it.
answer to that.
I know. I think
Woo.
I think I do. I think I do.
Shout
I
out
don't
to my
know.
Malagasy boyfriends out there. I see you. I remember you.
Oh,
Love
Okay.
hearts.
I,
so
I don't have it, guys.
I'm gonna
Yo,
get 1 point. I'm so proud of myself.
I think I don't think I. So can I get it by approximation? I don't know if it's
No, 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 no. Just write
by
down. Write
approximation, what
down.
you mean, bro? We don't do approximation here.
okay. I mean, whatever. I think it's yeah, okay. Okay,
Do the
let's go.
countdown. Do the countdown.
yeah,
Jonathan?
5, 4, 3,
Five, it's a lot, man. Just say
two,
show your
one.
answers, man.
So,
I think it's
What
cost
is
something, right? Cost.
cost? What's
Yeah,
cost?
approximation.
and I'll tell
Why?
you,
No. And the
and the
answer
answer is
is?
no. Yeah, it's no. You didn't even get half the answer right.
But I got it
But
right.
no, it's not Caspian.
Oh,
What do you mean? Sorry, what other Malagasy team is there?
It was GNBC.
Oh,
And I told you this was gonna be lit. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. You know.
But
I'm so
hey,
how
who
many
upset.
would
questions? How many
think
questions? How
about
many questions?
GNBC again?
How many
Who
questions?
knows GNBC? There's five,
And
isn't
who
there?
Come on,
played for them? How many
it's the
wins do
I
they
only
think
have?
I think
team.
Rena.
It was the only
It's the only
Malagasy team
yeah,
who
they're the
made it to
only
the
team.
BL.
Yeah.
It's the only Malagasy team who
Nah,
made
that's
it
the
to the
Ah,
island,
BL
man. Too small country, man.
So
Sorry.
how okay, so my question is how do I know who Cospin are if they never made it to the BAL?
because you
it's
were
Maybe
it's
road to
road,
BAL.
right? Yeah, road.
road to BL. Yeah,
Maybe
Oh,
road to
road to
BAL.
BAL. Okay.
and
So
do you
my
go
Malagasy
to
boyfriends were from Cospin. Sad.
do you go to
Loser
answer what you
boyfriends.
said about an island? Madagascar is 5 times bigger than Senegal. So see your life.
Oh! Oh, oh dear. Oh
Gotcha.
dear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha.
He said,
True.
shut your mouth, rude boy.
Excuse us,
Uh,
excuse me to all
so see your life.
Madagascarian people. My bad. I wasn't familiar with your game. I thought it was a small island where people go and dance, you know. So yeah,
Wow.
Oh, question
Question
number
very
two.
big country in it.
question
Oh,
number
damn, I
two.
got the first one wrong.
Yep.
Which
Let's go.
Tunisian player, a 3 times Afrobasket winner and a one-time BAL champion, was the assistant coach of Miami Heat when they
What?
won the NBA Summer League title in 2024.
How would I know?
Oh, come on, people. Come on, come on. No, no, no. I quit. That was last year.
Wait, from which country?
Tunisia.
Tunisia. Besides Radwan Sliman, I don't know anybody. I bet you he wasn't a coach in the Miami Heat, man.
I mean, I'm
Can you
Write your
tell me what
answer.
his name begins with? Because I can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
his
yeah.
face.
Write your answers down, people.
Just what it
Whatever you
begins with.
feel.
I can see. But can you tell me what it begins with? I can
No, I
see his
can't.
face,
No,
and I
no.
just
I'm
can't
gonna
Oh,
write
tell
down
oh, oh, I
you.
know,
three.
I know.
Just
I
tell
got
me
it.
what it begins with.
And
Be
I'm sure.
fair.
Okay, 5. Come on, let's go.
No, that's not
4,
fair. What does it
3,
begin with?
2, 1. Shoot. Please show me your answers.
It's not
That's what I
Radwan
wrote.
Sliman. It's not.
Otherwise, I
It
put the
is.
bald one.
It is.
That was the
Is
first name
it?
I wrote as well.
Yeah.
No, I
I
know.
wrote it.
No,
I
no, come
wrote it,
on,
and
man.
then Jigo said, "Well, I know it's not Silliman," and then I started doubting myself.
No, come
Okay.
on.
I'm gonna
How
stop
is
listening
Sliman
He
to you,
went. I
Jigo.
became
You
remember
don't know
last
me.
year. He
a
had a
assistant
thing.
coach in the Miami
He had
Heat?
a polo shirt from Miami Heat. I remember that. Yeah. Let's go.
No, what the
1-2.
hell? When? Now let me double check that. Hell nah.
Do you
2024.
want?
Come
Do you
on.
want the link?
The encyclopedia does
I
not
tell
And
you.
lie.
I tell
when
you.
you said 3-time Afrobasket champion, I was like, okay, Silliman is a 3-time. Then when you said 1-time BAL champion, I was like, the only one I know is Silliman. So there's not going to
Like
be
all of
another one.
us. Come on, but I
Wait.
never saw it.
Wait. Jigo, I
The
wrote the
NBA
story
thing threw me
myself.
off though. Of
I
course,
wrote
man.
the story
Ah,
myself.
excuses.
He's always writing the story, so we can't even fact check.
Yeah, he's always writing the stories, man. So it bothers me. But hey, okay.
Okay. 1-1-0.
He said it bothers him.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Miami
Let's
Heat.
go.
Question
Nah.
number 3. Question
Okay.
number 3.
Third question. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Which Senegalese player was awarded the
Oh Lord.
2024 Bal Ubuntu Trophy?
Oh,
Can I,
Senegalese.
which Senegalese
what is the
player?
Ubuntu trophy, bro?
Oh,
I
come
feel like it's a
on.
fair play one.
Yeah.
It's
But
something. No. It's something you do when
2024.
you community
2024.
actions. Yeah, he's from
Oh, community. Oh, so it's got to
IS1.
be somebody who's retired.
it's the
No.
BAL,
Oh, so
right?
No,
it's not.
selective. Can be
He's
selective.
active. He can be someone
So it's
active.
somebody
He,
who's currently playing.
yeah,
Oh,
he
Yeah,
can.
I
for
didn't know that.
example, for this year it was they they've nominated for Cape Verde it was Joel Almeida,
And
Oh,
and
okay.
for
Yeah.
Rwanda it was
so
Adonis Filer, but I don't know for Senegal.
For
uh,
Senegal. Okay, so who's on the AS1 team that we know, guys?
You know Alkali, Jean-Jacques Boissy played there last year.
Yeah, but I feel like Jean-Jacques too like uh, just
Okay. I don't
how
know.
do I put it?
On community actions, that is
Yeah, I
tricky.
don't think Jean-Jacques Boissy does community actions. I don't
He
see
just
any on
gets
his
married.
socials. That's why I'm
Just
saying
gets
that.
married.
Yeah. All right, we didn't need to bring that up. Like, I think everyone knew that from last week. We don't need to be reminded of how he broke people's
so
hearts.
you people say no.
It's
Still
a player
thinking
or
no.
coach?
It's a player.
It's a player or coach?
I remember his
All right,
first.
I've written a name down. So
It's a player.
I think these players are too young though. Oh wait, where did Maktar play?
Martargay?
Yeah.
He did not play BL. No, he played BL last year.
Yeah, who
You
did
know,
he
it's
play
Yeah,
with?
something.
He did play
I
BL last year.
remember there was a
But
guy, but
Okay.
I don't know his first name.
Just
I know his
just
last
write.
name.
Write the last name. Okay.
I don't know his first
Maybe
name.
it's
I don't know.
Endor.
Your answers, guy.
5,
Yes. Yeah, already.
4. Oh, you put Endor. I put Akali. What are you putting? Jigo.
no, I'm not putting anything. I'm just waiting
Yeah,
for
but
your
how are
answer.
you gonna win? You have to
You know.
guess.
Oh, for
Even
Okay,
if you
everything.
know
so
the answer, just guess.
wait. There's something funny with Jigo. Okay, he always gives out the good answer, but he doesn't write it because
Oh, I
Pedro
knew
got
it
the
was
He
point.
Jean-Jacques.
mentioned Alcali. He mentioned this. He mentioned that, right? Didn't he?
Yeah,
He
he
did.
mentioned Alkali and Dur.
Yeah, he mentioned Alcali.
That's what I said. I put Akali.
Yeah, I did.
Who's
You
that?
mentioned that.
So 2-2-0. Okay.
I
I
tallied.
did note
Yeah,
on
and I'm
that.
putting
Yeah.
note. Okay. So, oh my God, why don't you
Two
write,
twos.
man?
Oh,
Oh,
Jigo, I feel
Pedro,
like you should be playing this game.
Jigo, you're not invested in the mission now. Yeah, it's not fun. Uh,
Okay,
oh my
so
god.
for the win, it's gonna be Carter and I. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
let's
yeah.
Jigo. Oh no, because that
Unless
was
Jigo,
question 3, right?
yeah,
No,
yeah.
the question
Two
Nah,
more
there's three
questions.
questions left. But
Two
hey,
Yeah,
more
there's 2. So
questions.
he
Yeah.
could get the
you can
next 2,
tie.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm not sure with your attitude, the attitude you've been displaying for the past minutes.
Oh,
Past minutes, you guys, you've been deceiving me. Okay, but here's a question that I'm not sure about whether you'll know or not. So, quick question: who led Guinea in points, rebounds, and efficiency at the 2023 Women's Afrobasket?
Oh, I don't know.
women's.
Guinea? I don't know.
Right?
Forget about it. Yeah.
man, I'm giving you that one, man. Enjoy your quiz, guys.
No one. OG, wanna try?
Guinea?
Yeah, OG. OG is in the lead.
Don't talk to me about women's basketball, bruv.
OG is in the lead
Okay.
now.
Now she's flexing,
Three.
Kaba,
so she's flexing,
Kaba.
man.
As soon
Okay.
as
It
you
was
said
Masini.
Guinea, I mean,
I
there's
was,
only one name I know. So.
It was Masini Kaba. So
so okay. So
this one you can
damn.
either make it or break it.
Oh my gosh, I
Okay.
might win.
Yeah, two.
Yeah,
Two.
you're
Okay.
three. It's 3-2-0. Oh
I
my
got
god.
3
Ah,
It's
points.
three
Okay.
two zero. Yeah.
30-0.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is multiple point question.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Damn it.
Apart apart from Amy Okonkwo, who are the over two players to have won back-to-back MVP titles at the Women's Afrobasket?
They're from Senegal for fact. What's her name?
Back to back.
Yeah.
One of them is from Senegal, and the
So
other
wait,
one I
wait, wait,
think
wait.
is
How's it?
Nigerian
How's it multiple?
because it's 2. It's
No.
2.
Back
Oh,
to
we gotta
back.
get both of them.
Two names. Two
There's
names.
two. There's two girls who have gone
The-
back to
the-
back. One is from Senegal. I think the other one is from. I think the other one's is Angolan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because Angola went. No, was it back to back? Angola one.
Yeah, she did. She did. I know it
Yeah.
is. I know one. Okay, I'm writing one. I'm writing one.
And then Senegal, it's Oh, what's her name?
$50 and $50 and I'll
Oh,
tell it to you
I'm
via
putting one.
message.
I'm
50
putting
bucks.
one.
$50.
Wait, she's the sister of somebody. They have the same
Oh
name.
yeah.
What's the name though? This is really unfair. Someone should tell me.
And
I
$100
know she's the
and I'll give you the answer.
but she
Oh
didn't win two though. She didn't win two.
no, she did back to back.
Yeah.
It's
It's
Jigo, why
Nigerian.
don't you just tell me? Jigo, just tell me because you know I'm gonna win. Just tell me.
the thing
You
is,
know.
every time I'm doing the build-ups, so you guys having the answer, I'm not having it. And I'm doing the build-ups. Like, what
Okay,
the
can
hell?
you tell me the first letter of her last name? That's all I need, and I'll figure it out. Please, you're my friend.
Jigo, I
Wow,
tell you,
it's like that. Jigo.
you people, oh, you people,
No,
you
the thing
talk
is, I'm
about.
not even sure. Like, I'm not even sure.
Okay, tell me. Just tell me what you think it is.
Start with an
Jigo, see your
M.
life. Jigo, see your life.
M. That's not who I was thinking of then.
It start with an M.
What,
Okay,
the
So
second name or the first name?
it's
5,
not us to Traore.
4,
Either
No, I know it's not her.
3,
it's not none of them.
2,
So
1, 0. Show your answers, people.
Uh,
Uh,
my phone is
I
here.
put Aya Traore and Nacella Maurizio.
please show your answers Wait.
I don't know the last name. I don't know if
OG,
Memuna Meg or whatever.
OG, what did you say?
I
Aya?
said Aya Traore and Nasiela Mauricio, I think is how you say her
Okay,
name,
Yeah.
Maurice.
from
Yep.
Angola. Did I
Jigo,
get
what
it
did you
right?
say?
Mauricio, sorry.
I said Menge. Meng. I don't know if it's Memuna Meng or what.
From
Yeah,
And
Congo,
and
he put
then?
right?
Aya Traore.
No,
And
I
then?
Traore. Yeah.
You said you gave only
Menge,
one
Meng.
name, Jigo, right?
No, the top it says Aya Traore at
No,
the
the top
top.
I said Aya, but the thing is, I know that Aya didn't want back-to-back MVPs, so yeah, I just put
Okay.
it down.
Uh, Before it was,
I just put
you gave
Nasicella.
only.
Oh, Nasisela, that's
Maurice.
it.
So what? It's funny here because those who said Aya Traore,
Maybe it's
you're wrong.
indoor.
You're wrong.
Damn
Okay.
it.
Yeah, Aya
So
never won back-to-back.
actually, Jigo won his first point with Benge, and
No way.
Pifak won 1 point with Mauricio.
But I also put Mauricio.
Yeah,
But you
and
Yeah,
butchered her
yeah.
name.
OG OG
No, she
You
won.
know
She
I
won.
don't know how to
I
spell.
won.
I can see.
I
Yeah,
put
she won the
No.
whole thing.
So
No, she won. She won
basically,
the whole thing.
yeah.
it's OG with a win. Oh my god! And what a win it was! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't,
I just want to
I
say,
don't-
I love it when Jigo comes to play because that's the only time I ever seem to win. Whenever Jigo is in the game, watch it back. I always win. When he's not here, that's when I lose. You're my good luck charm, so keep turning up. I want to thank my family.
I will be
I want to
stopping
thank.
doing build-ups and shutting my mouth.
I want
If
to
I don't
thank
have
the
an
kids.
answer, nobody have an answer. Radwan Sliman, come on, man.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm back on
for
top
someone.
where I never should have left.
Well, listen, I was not in the game.
Kaba, shout out to you, Kaba.
I was not in the game.
Yeah, I like it when you host the quiz. Do you want to host next week as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not there.
Oh,
So it was fun. And I think I'm gonna hand the mic to Jigo for the final thoughts for this week. Uh,
Jigo's hosting next.
Jigo,
Oh, I'm hosting next week.
something.
Ah, this is
Oh,
great.
Oh,
So,
or do you want me to host again? Because I might.
final tour. Oh yeah, you're doing it great, man. Anytime that you host, me, I'm doing freestyle. You is so professional. Jonathan is so professional. He have all the papers and stuff like that.
Come on,
He's a
he's a
genius, man.
journalist. He's a journalist. That's his
He's-
job.
yeah, literally, man.
That's
That
his
is his
job,
job.
man.
But yeah, for my final thought, um, did we ever have a African country that placed on the podium on the World Cup and or in the Olympics and whatever the case may be in the international basketball tournament? The answer is no. Why? Is the foreign teams, Italy, France, the European, and all of them, stealing and stealing all the talent from Africans, and also are the issue of why no African teams never won either a World Cup or an Olympic. France have an Angolan who's cooking. Italy have two Senegalese also cooking, dominant. Germany have a Senegalese, Maudolo, and
Gambia.
so on, so on. Gambia have quote unquote German. So is it what is it the reason of an African team cannot dominate in a international level? That's my That's the thing that I have for you guys.
It's gonna be good. Next 40 episode 41 is gonna be good.
Yep.
Mm. I
Thank
have
you. Back to you,
interesting
Jonathan.
thoughts.
So once again, people from wherever you're listening and watching us, thanks for listening because we had so much fun doing this 40th episode, and it was all laughs and all that, especially during the quiz. Yeah, I'd also like to ask you to like, share, comment on our reels on Instagram. Just give us a review. Tell us what you think about how we're doing. If you wanna have a go at the quiz, please do. Just try to play with us. That would be and tell us how you've done. Next week, I think it's gonna be something very very exciting with Jigo hosting
Yeah.
the episode. We're gonna get ready for
And no
his
one will win the
NBA
quiz. That will be a specialty.
for his NBA specialty quiz. Like yeah. Until then,
Oh yeah.
keep swishing, guys. Much love. Bye bye.
Keep switching. Bye.
NBA questions incoming.
Oh, I'm losing definitely.